Welcome to our in-depth exploration of the psychological impacts of being in a relationship with a narcissist. Today we're going to dissect the intricate ways in which such relationships can warp our thinking patterns, emotions, and sense of self. It's crucial to understand that the impact of these relationships often outweighs the intent behind the actions of a narcissist. Narcissism, while having common traits, manifests uniquely in each individual, making it imperative to focus on the internal feedback from your own mind and body to truly comprehend your situation. Deep dive into thought patterns in narcissistic relationships. 1. Pervasive self-blame. In narcissistic relationships, pervasive self-blame is a deeply ingrained and destructive thought pattern characterized by an unyielding and often irrational self-blame. Individuals caught in this cycle experience a relentless loop of introspection and self-criticism, constantly questioning their actions, decisions, and worth. This goes beyond healthy self-reflection, evolving into an obsessive scrutiny of every move, word, and thought. Individuals replay conversations in their heads, agonizing over what they could have said or done differently, always concluding that the fault lies with them. This relentless introspection leads to a profoundly distorted belief system, where individuals start to see themselves as inherently flawed and the root cause of all problems in the relationship. This belief isn't grounded in factual errors or missteps they've made, but in a deeply ingrained sense of unworthiness, reinforced by the narcissistic partner. The narcissist, often adept at emotional manipulation, skews the victim's perception through subtle and sometimes overt criticisms, gaslighting, and shifting blame. They craft a narrative where the victim is always at fault, leading to a situation where the victim starts accepting this distorted reality as the truth. The impact of this pervasive self-blame on mental health is profound, potentially leading to anxiety, depression, and a severe drop in self-esteem. The individual might feel unworthy of love, respect, and even basic kindness, creating a barrier to seeking help or leaving the relationship, as they believe they don't deserve better or that they are the cause of the issues. Recognizing this pattern is the first step in breaking the cycle. It involves understanding that this self-blame is a product of manipulation, not a reflection of reality. Seeking therapy, joining support groups, and educating oneself about narcissistic abuse can be instrumental in this process. It's about relearning one's worth and understanding that being in a relationship with a narcissist can severely warp one's perception of self and reality. Breaking free from this pattern is challenging but crucial for healing and recovery, as it's essential for individuals experiencing this to seek support and understand that this is not a reflection of their true self, but a manipulation tactic used by the narcissist to maintain control. 2. Erosion of self-identity. The erosion of self-identity in a relationship with a narcissist is a deeply troubling and profound experience marked by a gradual but significant loss of one's sense of self. This process often unfolds subtly as the narcissist's needs and desires gradually overshadow the victim's own, leading to a state where the victim can barely recognize themselves. At the core of this erosion is the overwhelming need to appease the narcissist. The victim's thoughts, actions, and even feelings become increasingly aligned with what they believe will please or pacify their partner. This alignment is not a matter of choice, but a survival mechanism, a way to avoid conflict or criticism. Over time, this constant suppression of one's own needs and desires leads to a profound disconnection from one's own identity. The individual in such a relationship might find themselves pondering existential questions about their identity and purpose. These questions are not born out of a philosophical quest for meaning, but from a deep sense of loss and confusion. They might ask themselves, who am I beyond this relationship? Or what do I truly want in life? These questions signify a recognition, however faint, that their identity has been subsumed by the needs of the narcissist. This loss of self is not just about neglecting one's hobbies or interests. It's about losing touch with one's values, beliefs, and aspirations. The individual's own voice becomes so muted that they might struggle to articulate their thoughts or opinions, finding that they have been so deeply buried under the narcissist's influence. The realization of this loss of self often comes with a sense of emptiness, a feeling of being an empty shell. The vibrant, dynamic individual they once were seems like a distant memory, replaced by someone who exists solely to serve the whims of their partner. This realization is a significant red flag, indicating the detrimental impact of the relationship on the individual's personal identity. Recovering from this erosion of self-identity is a journey back to oneself. It involves rediscovering one's own needs, desires, and values. and learning to prioritize them again. It's about reconnecting with one's own voice and learning to trust it once more. This journey is often challenging, as it requires not only stepping away from the narcissist's shadow, but also rebuilding a sense of self that has been systematically dismantled. However, it's a crucial step towards healing and reclaiming one's life from the clutches of a narcissistic relationship. 3. Isolation and invalidated experiences. Narcissistic abuse often leads to a profound sense of isolation. This is exacerbated when those around you fail to grasp the complexity of your experience, inadvertently reinforcing the shame and self-doubt instilled by the narcissist. This pattern of isolation is a critical indicator of the deep psychological impact of the relationship, where you find yourself increasingly alienated and misunderstood. 4. Conflicted perceptions of the narcissist. This thought pattern involves a deep confusion about the narcissist's true nature. Their behavior, oscillating between kindness and cruelty, creates a perplexing bond and cognitive dissonance. This results in a constant internal struggle, where you find yourself trying to reconcile the disparate aspects of their personality, leading to an exhausting cycle of emotional turmoil. 5. Intense self-scrutiny and value distortion. In a narcissistic relationship, there's a tendency to excessively scrutinize and modify your behavior to maintain harmony. This relentless self-policing can lead to a profound alteration in your values and self-concept, causing you to accept behaviors and situations that you would have previously deemed unacceptable. This shift in values and the resultant internal conflict is a clear indication of the manipulative power of the narcissist. Navigating a relationship with a narcissist can lead to a profound alteration in how you view yourself and the world. It's a cycle marked by deep self-doubt, a distorted sense of reality, and emotional upheaval. Recognizing these thought patterns is a vital step in identifying the signs of such a relationship and embarking on the path to healing and self-recovery. We encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your engagement helps in spreading awareness and understanding of these complex dynamics. Stay tuned for more insightful discussions in our upcoming episodes as we continue to unravel the complexities of relationships and mental health.